Welcome to lovely Yakutat, Alaska, everybody. Home of the world famous Situk River. A little overcast, but that's great. Fishing's been good. Situk River's full of silvers right now, and we're gonna have some fun this week. So welcome, everybody.
Yakutat is a remote Alaskan town with a rich history, culture, and of course, world-renowned fishing. Our home base for the week is here at Glacier Bear Lodge.
Glacier Bear Lodge is a full-service lodge. We have a full-service restaurant and bar. We have a 31-room hotel, and so we can actually house up to 60 people, and each room has, it's just like a hotel room. You're able to come and you can fish on your own if you want to. You can have guided trips. You can have a combination of the two if you want to, but you've got all the amenities of home.
Kent, along with his partners Scott and Jody, purchased the lodge last year. All three have extensive knowledge of Alaska and hospitality. So when they found Glacier Bear Lodge and the fishery, they knew it was the perfect fit.
Really, there's nowhere in Alaska where you will find a better combination of both freshwater and saltwater. We go from spring steelhead in April and May to a great run of sockeye salmon in June and July, and then right into pinks, and then into a wonderful silver run in August and September.
And this is where we'll spend our first few days, the beautiful, wild Situk River that is just chock full right now with pink and silver salmon.
It's a 14-mile drift on one of the prettiest rivers you'll ever see. Probably the widest spot on the river is probably about the width of a 2-lane highway.
This river holds over about 1 million fish a year here, between the pinks, the silvers, the steelhead, the salmon. You're in wild scenic Alaska. As soon as you leave that bridge, there's no roadways out here. There's no nothing. One put in, one take out. And you never know what you see out here. We got wolves, we got brown bear, we got black bear, and we've got the nice glacier bear out here that you see every now and then. It's a pretty special place. One of a kind in my mind, one of a kind. Just pop it. The fish on already.
Oh, I think you're right.
Yeah.
The upper portion of the river right now is filled mostly with pink salmon. They're in full spawning mode and aggressively taking our lures.
And that's what the humpies do. They get all humped out and turn into a big old hump. It's a mature pink salmon, ready to go spawn.
And right below the spawning beds of the humpies,
Throw it over there and let it kind of swing in the current.
we're finding the opportunistic Dolly Varden.
Got another one. There you go. That's a nice one too.
First dolly of the trip. Not a trout, a char. Much like our lake trout, our brook trout. Like Michael said, they're in here just cleaning the river. That's a fish. Yes, sir.
All right, we're not done here yet, though.
But our main target today is just starting to enter the system, the hard-fighting silver or Coho salmon.
Here we go. Oh, snapped me.
Pretty decent silvers, pretty good size.
Oh yeah, especially this year. We probably average, I'd say our fish are averaging over 10 pounds.
Yeah, good fish.
That's a good fish.
That was a good keeper.
It is. It's a nice one. Nice, probably 7, 8 pounder, something like that. I'm pretty happy with it.
He's coming right in now, though.
Oh yeah, you're gonna see the boat here in a second, though.
Where do we want to bring him to? Your side.
Left side if you can.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Good silver.
Look at him in there.
These fresh, just out of the ocean, hard-fighting fish will test your gear, your knots, and your patience. Yeah, they can be pretty tough to land.
Lift.
Oh, it's a good one.
Oh!
No!
Nice! Ah!
Oh, that was a good one. That was a 10-pounder.
Over the log, baby. Over the log, bring him over.
Is it? I can't tell if it's under though. Like I can see where the line's
The
at.
line's
He's
going
at.
under.
Where'd he go? Still in there, bro. You got him.
Just another look.
No,
Solid fish. Ready?
They all been bucks.
That was cool.
Awesome! Man, that was so good. It's one of those rewarding casts. You make it, the fish is there, it hits like it's supposed to, game on.
Yeah, that's fun.
So much fun.
The Situk River is not as well known as a salmon fishery as, say, the Kenai, the Russian, or even the Alagnak rivers in Alaska, but man, it is such a special fishery. It's probably best known, though, for its 30-plus inch steelhead.
You get anywhere between 8,000 to 12,000 fish in 21 miles of river. It's quite the sight to see, for one. Not many places that you get to sight fish steelhead like we get to sight fish steelhead here.
Oh man, it's a powerful fish.
Nice fish?
Yeah, it's a good one. Right in the snout. Fighting hard, fresh out of the ocean. Beautiful.
To see what a river can be in its natural state, here it is. No hatchery implements to the fishery. The fisheries are because of the way they've managed this area for so long. You know, they've taken care of it.
Man, that's a tank. Good one. Whoa, back out to the current.
One part is it's the tribe. The tribe is taking care of this area because it's part of their habitat. It's part of their culture. It's part of who they are. They gotta have the fish. So they take care of it and they manage it in a way that they have fish every year here.
I think, sir. Good fish. Good job.
Good job on the rod. Woo.
Got him. Situk. The Situk is not home to just fish. In just one 14-mile float, we spotted numerous bald eagles that were there fishing for salmon as we were. We saw otters and beavers right there on the river. We didn't see any moose, although other boats did, but we did come across this big old brown bear that was just a few feet from our boats. It was intense, but exhilarating at the same time, especially knowing the bear was more interested in fishing than the fishermen passing by. Mike has been down this river a lot and still embraces the amazing views he gets to see every day when he goes into the office.
It's the amount of life you see going down this river, from migrating birds to little smolt jumping to watching the fish come in, spawn till they die and become nutrients to the trees and the life around you. You see the circle of life here, and getting to see it is pretty neat.
The river, the smell, the sounds, so tranquil, so special, and bald eagles wherever you go. And so you just float down with your guide. Your guides are so experienced that they know all the fishing holes that you can get to your limit as soon as you want or as long as you want.
The guides, the lodging, and the food, yeah, it's all great at Glacier Bear, but the river fishing is as good as I've ever experienced in Alaska. Another thing to consider is Glacier Bear Lodge is also priced very reasonably.
So one of the things that makes that possible here in Yakutat is we've got an airport jet service twice a day, which keeps our costs a little more reasonable, and so we can offer a more economical experience to people because the logistics are a little bit simpler.
Look at that. That is how you do it down here. Beautiful Yakutat. Got to get down here and try this out sometime. The people, the fishing, the guides, they're all great. Even old Richfield here, they all do just a great job.
Well, we've pulled over. Brooks, we got some silvers. A couple silvers. I figured we might as well have a fresh shore lunch with some silver salmon.
What are we gonna do?
Well, all we're gonna do is blacken it.
Okay.
I got some seasoning at the lodge. We got some fresh fillets and some butter. We're gonna fry it up on the camp shaft. Okay, Adam, I'm gonna bring it and season it. You grab the tongs and flip it once it's ready.
Okay.
Ready? We'll sear that sucker in some butter. Put a little more heat on it. fresh, right out of the river, right into the pan.
One thing to remember with fish is don't overcook it. If you do, it'll definitely be dry. I've been guilty of that in the past. Once it's flaky, it's ready.
Little nuggets right here.
Nothing better. Wow, that's good. That went quick. Those guys ate it up. It's gone.
Gone. The cool part is, hey, we all got together. We had a couple silvers. Fillet it up and eat them.
Yeah,
fresh.
There's nothing better. One of the guys was saying he never eats fish. He'll never eat salmon, but he will fresh salmon. I mean, that fish was swimming 20 minutes ago. So.
Yep. So cool.
Pretty good
and
stuff.
so delicious. And I don't know. To me, it just makes the experience so much better.
Let's go get some more fish.
Let's do it.
Dude, this is a solid rain.
Yakutat averages about 150 inches of rain a year. But the rain, well, it's a welcome sight, especially when you're targeting silver salmon.
Silvers are what they call lazy swimmers. They like to take the least avenue of resistance, and so when the water is higher, there's actually more areas where they can get behind the logs and dead water more.
It's one of those ones, that deep hole you just see right by that stump, and you're like, put it in there. That fish will be hanging. He's a warrior.
You gotta think every fish is a warrior, what they gotta go through to get back here. You know, the time they spend out in the ocean to getting back here, and all the predator they go through, from seals to other fish to everything. To me, they're all warriors, the ones that make it back. Nice.
Big old chunk.
I love it when a plan works out.
Good fish.
Now we turn our attention to the long rods and the long game. Look at that, great fish.
Catching a silver on a spinning rod? Check. But Steve and I really wanted one on a fly rod.
He's just sitting down there.
Yeah, he's sitting in that current.
Yep.
He's a big one.
Man, that's a powerful fish. A 8-weight rod.
Yeah.
I can't even turn him.
8-weight striker.
Look at that, I'm below all that pressure and I can't even turn him.
If you can, bring him over to the left side of the boat.
Okay.
There you go. I hate when we roll them like that.
That's scary, yeah?
Watching the hook roll.
Yeah. This is why you come up here, is for that fight.
Yep, that's it right there.
Hooking them's one thing, it's fighting them. That's why we're here.
Pressure. Yes! I've been wanting to do that, Mike. Yeah! That's awesome. On a fly rod.
There we go.
Woo! I've lost like 3 of those buggers. Maybe 4.
Hey, you went, that's the biggest one though.
Woo! Thank you, sir. Look at that. On a fly rod.
Oh,
Dude, this is awesome.
This is incredible. Right as the rain picks up, these fish are just out of the ocean.
Yeah, we watched them migrate 2 days ago into here. They were cranking into here.
And you notice the water color's a little off.
Yeah.
The water is just a little off color, so they're not seeing us as well.
Man,
they're
that's
hitting
a
those flies.
hard fight too. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you.
Good times right there.
Yes, sir.
For salmon, halibut, steelhead, yeah, check out Glacier Bear Lodge in Yakutat.
Fun couple days on the river, Ken, and I'm excited. Now we get to switch over to the ocean.
Yep, we fish very shallow water here, which is different from most places you go to in Alaska. You know, you're usually fishing in 200 to 300 or even more feet of water. Here we fish in relatively shallow water, usually under 100 feet.
Yeah.
So
My arm thinks you're already. Haven't even pulled in a halibut.
I like to say it's almost makes halibut fishing fun.
Hey, it's a good time up here. We're excited to show you all the exciting things we're going to do next week on the show when we head out in the ocean into the bay. I'm Adam Eagle, KSL Outdoors. We'll see you next weekend. Good night.